Hello, guys. Hi there. I know yesterday I did a video thanking Teresa. My nails were in it and I needed a feel, but I got a feel. Anyway, see Ruby down there? See Ruby? Ruby, there's Ruby, there's Ruby. I'm spending the day with Ruby. And I just wanted to thank you guys. Just a bit of inspiration. You see my shirt? She believed she she believed she could, so she did. She believed she could, so she did. And that's with the movie. And I thank all of you guys, Prisoner of Fame. And, I know how to turn it into an ongoing series. I figured out how to turn Prisoner of Fame into an ongoing series. And we might have someone that's really interested in it. So I'll just keep my fingers crossed, okay? And you guys pray for me, pray for me, pray for us, because we are part of the believer family. And just a bit of inspiration. So you guys, look what I did. See the believe, right? Oh, I can't do it right there. See believe and see the word dream. And then we got the butterflies. You see the butterflies everywhere? And then Ruby. Come on, Ruby. Come on, it's your turn. Ruby, help Nana. Come on, she's a bit shy. Say hi, fans. Say hi, fans. Come on, say hi, fans. She got her little hand down here. But Ruby was so sweet. She helped me put up the butterflies. She helped me with my set. I taught her how to build a set and a backdrop. And most important, I'd like to thank Teresa Bruner. She's so wonderful. She's so sweet. She sent me gifts. And she sent me those butterflies, which I will be including a free butterfly, magnetic butterfly. I have several of them while supplies last. You get a magnetic butterfly with each order of your DVDs, and you see the DVDs here. Okay, and I'd like to thank Teresa for a butterfly keychain and for a bunny, a winking bunny. Look, a winking bunny. I don't know if you can see it, but the bunny is winking. Isn't that cute? A winking bunny. And this mirrored butterfly is what Gretchen sent me, and I put those up too. See the mirror butterflies, and then Teresa sent me coasters, butterfly coasters, and she also sent me. Let me get up. Let me get up. She also sent me, and then Sylvia sent me, all things are possible if you believe. All things are possible if you believe. And that was from Sylvia Latham. And then Teresa sent me these, like a makeup bag, but I decided to put all your butterflies in there. See? All your butterflies I'm going to send you that Teresa gave me. And so I decided to put that in there. And Teresa also gave me this lamp. It's plugged in, so I can't really show you, but it's a lamp and it's filled with butterflies. And then you put these little scent things on there, candles, and they melt on top and it smells. Does it smell good in here, Ruby? Yeah, again, you want to smell it? It smells good. Yes, yes, that smells so good. And then, of course, Peter sent me this that says, I truly love you with all my heart, mind, and soul, Michael Jackson, which is great. And then, of course, when we were in National Enquirer, which was not a hate article, by the way. And people were like, oh, the article says Jacko. Well, the estate registered something that said Jacko, too. So Jacko was only bad when it referenced wacko. You know, he knows he's Jackson, but he was saying in reference of them calling him crazy. But if you didn't call him crazy and there was no negativity, hey Jacko, it wouldn't be so bad. But a lot of fans were like, how could the estate print something with the word Jacko on it? And then I got a lot of hell, even though I didn't like the article, the National Enquirer did. But it was a respectful article about me and the death hoax, the Michael Jackson death hoax. It was very respectful. So I thank the author of that article. And of course, I have my other stuff that's here. And if you sent me a gift and it's not here, I apologize. But I thank everyone for all the gifts that they sent me. Divya, who sent me a scarf, which was beautiful, and other fans. I'm so sorry if I can't remember you, but I know I thanked you personally, and I will be thanking everybody that's contributed to Prisoner of Fame. Um, everybody that has contributed to my screenplay, Prisoner of Fame, will be in the credits no matter what. I'm going to make sure you guys are in the credits. So it's not too late to be in the credits because they're editing. So I have to wait to the end of the month to get the editor's cut. Can you believe I'm getting an editor's cut? No, a director's cut. Excuse me, a director's cut. I'm getting a director's cut. So I should be getting that by the end of this month. But it's not too late to be in the credits. So if you want to donate and be in the credits as a donor, go to paypal.com and use PearlJR at trutalk.us. .us. And let's see. We're gonna do our best to stay positive, and I'm gonna spend a lovely day with my granddaughter, and I'm gonna go see my son and see my daughter again today. And but I just wanted to thank you guys and just show you that we've updated. You see, there's more butterflies up there. And let's see, there's pictures of Michael up there, and then our Barack Obama DVD. And so, I've done documentaries on Michael. A lot of people, I've been getting questions, how did you start in the Michael Jackson world? It was just a fluke. It was a fluke. I had Elbow Grease Productions, and I had the company, and I had a 30-minute TV show called True Talk, straight out of LA. And that's why it's Pearl JR at True Talk, because that's how old the email address is. And we filmed those episodes, I think, in 2003, 2004. And that's how I met Cecil. I met Cecil because he was going to be, and I needed an editor to edit my 13 talk shows. And God brought me an editor, brought me Cecil, and we edited them. And then I got them on the air. I bought least access airtime, $100 every half an hour. So I had to pay for the production. Well, I had somebody who helped me, an angel. Thank you, John Henry. Thank you. And other people volunteered their time. And I had Cecil, and I told Cecil, I said, well, I don't have any money. So when I get some money, I'll pay you. And then West LA College, thank you so much. He gave me a check for $3,000. We went down there, we made commercials, and he was our first advertiser. And I was able to pay Cecil $600. And so we got the show on the air. It was $100 in half an hour, and it was Monday through Friday, and at midnight, which is the worst of the best time, right? Midnight. And then Dr. Earl Afari Hutchinson, who is an author and an activist, he asked me to go down to the Michael Jackson trial, and I did. And I said, okay. At first, I didn't want to go because it was like, I got a show to produce, and then I sold a lot of advertising in the city of Los Angeles, and I was able to pay for that. And he asked me to go down to the Michael Jackson trial while I had my show on the air, and it was just a fluke. And I got credentialed to cover the Michael Jackson trial in 2005. Can you believe it? And I ended up sitting behind his parents and seeing Michael come in and out. And I told the truth on my little 330,000 available households. And that meant, 2.3 people or 3 people per household. So I was available to 1 million people. And that's why we were the only Black-owned media credentialed to cover that trial. And so after we covered it and everything that I said was true and it was honest, and you can watch it. It's called Michael Jackson Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop. But it was before it was called Behind the Scenes of the Michael Jackson Trial, which Papa Joe, rest in peace, oh, Papa Joe, he called me, he wanted to buy it. And but before that, after we finished all the shows and we aired them, Cecil said, why don't we make a documentary? What a great idea, Cecil! Yes, we will make a documentary. And Cecil, it was also his idea when I asked him, I said, can you go down to the Michael trial with me, Dr. Hutchinson wants me to pass out flyers, you know? And he said, yeah, why don't we do a True Talk show from there? What a great idea. and and that's why we were able to do that. There's somebody's calling on the phone. Let's see. Hello? Oh, it's a spam call. It's not Peter. I know he's called before when I was online, but it wasn't him. But anyway, and and that's how I became a documentary filmmaker, because we had all the Michael Jackson trial footage, and I knew that he was going to be found innocent of every charge because there was nothing in there that proved that his friendships with kids was anything but just friendship, you know. And so I knew it'd be acquitted. So it was, let's do the documentary, and then we put it out ourselves, called Behind the Scenes of the Michael Jackson Trial. Joe Jackson called me. Ruby's popping up. Joe Jackson called me and he said, I want to buy it. And then, you know, somebody else contacted me in the interim, and I didn't know. Joe sent them, and then Rock City, it was Rock City Entertainment. Then I found out that Jack Wishna, which was somebody when Michael first came back in around Christmas of 2006, when he came back from Ireland, before that Bahrain, Jack Wishna, he hooked up with Jack Wishna. And I found out later that Jack Wishna had a company called Rock City, in which Kerry Gordy, and I ended up meeting Kerry Gordy later, not knowing that he was involved in this from the beginning. It's just been crazy. And then where we had, you know, did our deals and met, I found out that in that building was the Michael Jackson Company, and we were meeting in the conference room. So when you rent an office in 1875 Century Park East, you have access to Suite 1000, which was the conference room. And I had no idea. I didn't find out that Michael was involved in helping us to get it distributed, Behind the Scenes of the Michael Jackson Trial. We changed the title to Michael Jackson, The Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop, which is the same documentary, except the bonus footage is a little different. And I didn't know that Michael was involved in this until I saw the release of the This Is It contract, the AEG Live contract. Can you believe it? And I looked at the address and I went, "Oh my God, that's the address that's the address of Rock City. Oh my God, the Michael Jackson Company is the same address." So Michael and Joe had put together this scheme to get it distributed, and we signed a contract 7 weeks before the death announcement, so it would be ripe and ready for the death announcement. So I just want you guys to be wary of people that are out to hate and out to destroy and out to distort and out to, you know, tell half truths and tell things that aren't true. And, you know, just be careful. I've gotten several emails from people and saying, "Oh, did you see this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I saw it." But, you know, this person just is so desperate to be relevant that they're making things up. They're making stuff up. Like Peter joined Twitter June 24th at 3:29 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right? So then they're going to make up something and go, "No, it was June 23rd when he was at rehearsals," as if he couldn't use a computer at rehearsals to open up a Twitter account. It takes 5 minutes. You know, you can do it wherever you want. But anyway, but the reason why it changed to June 23rd was because he went ahead and he left this country after the death announcement. And you can change your time zones. And the real date that he joined it was June 24th, because if it was June 23rd, then we would have a date before that, right? To say that European time, so we would have a date earlier in the day or another date. The only two dates that are involved are June 24th or 3:29 a.m., which Michael was home, and that's Pacific time, which is Los Angeles, and 8 hours before that, which is European time, which is June 23rd, um, uh, um, 8 something, at 8 something, which would make it, I don't know, but those are the two dates, and he just reversed it back, okay? And if it was anything different than that, if it was really he opened the account on June 23rd at 8 at night, we would have a prior date, right? Because you take that date and you would take it into European time, so it would be 8 hours before that, and we don't have a prior date. So we have Peter did join Twitter June 24th, 2009 at 3:29 a.m. And other half truths and not the full story, and let's, gosh, I don't know why. This is about Michael, and it's about the facts, and I am thorough and I am complete. And the same person also said that the book wasn't registered June 24th, and the serious death of Michael Jackson wasn't. Oh, yes, it was. And then they posted some stupidity about some article that they didn't translate because they're trying to trick you into thinking that I'm not giving you correct information. Somebody's losing sleep over this stuff, right? They're just trying to mix things up. They're just trying to mix things up. But I always tell you to do your own research, and if you're not a hater and you come to me and you go, okay, Pearl, I don't understand this, and I'll listen to you because you fans always check me. But when I know somebody's already a hater, and they've already displayed that they're a hater, and they're already known to do hateful things, then of course I'm not going to be cool with you because you don't like me, right? Anyway, guys, I'm going to read some of the comments. Okay, I'm going to read some of the comments. Ruby, would you like to come back on? She's playing a game down there, so maybe I'll get her to come back on camera in a minute. Hi, hello, everybody. Oh, somebody said hi. Somebody said hello, Ruby. Somebody said hello, Ruby. She is adorable. Yes, she is so cute. I love my butterfly. I'm glad you got one. I'm so happy about that. Let's see. Oh, who is the beautiful little girl? She is my granddaughter. She's my daughter's daughter. That's what granddaughters are, right? Oh, duh. Okay, love your t-shirt. Can't wait to see my name in lights. Yes, okay. Even though I see your nickname, but I'm sure I got your real name. Let's see. You are not bad looking for a grandmother. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. And neither one of us, I was not a teenage mother, and neither was my daughter. I had my daughter at 23, and my daughter had Ruby at 27. So we weren't uh, um, teenage mothers. But thank you. You're so sweet. Pearl, please read this. Oh, it's a prayer. Thank you. Your niece looks just like my adopted niece. This isn't my niece. That's my granddaughter. How long away was it when you and Cecil met? Cecil and I met in the summer of 2004. And when I met Cecil, I already had the True Talks already recorded. I needed an editor, and I prayed to God, thank you, God, for an editor. Thank you, because my mother, because I went out on a limb and wasn't doing so well. And I told my mom, I said, you know what, Mom, and my mother, rest in peace. Oh, rest in peace, Mommy. I said, Mom, I think I made some mistakes. I was an author and I wrote books and I was an activist and things weren't going well. And I told her I made some mistakes because I had sold my house. And so my mother, she looked at me, and I will give you guys this advice. I'm going to take off my glasses because it's really important. I will give you guys the advice that my mother gave me. And she looked at me and she just said, you know what, little Pearl? Just be grateful to God. And when she told me that, I took it in with as much love and admiration and respect and advice as I could. And then I just started thanking God for everything. Thank you, God, that I have a car to drive. Thank you, God, I have food to eat. Thank you, God, for not letting that car hit me instead of road rage. Thank God that car didn't hit me. Thank you, God, for everything. And also faith that God will answer your prayers is important. So what I did was I thanked God for an editor because I wanted an editor more than I wanted $1 million. Because sometimes it's not just the money, even though we all need money to live. It's the journey, it's the accomplishment, it's the adventure of making something happen. So I wanted an editor more than anything because I wanted my true talk shows to go on the air. And it was the next day. Somebody from the Congress of Racial Equality, her name was Mary Alice, and she said, I got two guys coming down to my office and they know how to do things in production, so why don't you come down? So I came down there, not really having any gas money or anything, really, And Cecil said, I'll be your editor. And that's where Cecil was. And he said, I don't know how to edit, but my brother gave me an editing program. So I'll help you edit your shows. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! So Cecil was like a blessing from God to me that helped me edit my shows. And we weren't boyfriend and girl. We were not boyfriend and girlfriend while we covered the 2005 trial. We were just business partners. He was someone that I had hired without money to help me, but I did. When I got some money, I did pay him. And he lived by himself in a one-bedroom apartment. So we were able to. I slept on the couch, and he would go in his room, and then we'd get up in the morning and we continued editing. And I didn't really know how to edit. I just knew what I wanted the shows to look like, and he did it. He learned how to do it, and we did it, and here we are 14 years later, still together, you know? Um, um, and I had no idea that Michael was going to be in my future, none whatsoever, none, none, none. And the funny thing was, it was like God because Cecil's dad is in the credits of Michael Jackson's Thriller album. What the hell? God was just like putting it all together. That's why you gotta believe, right? God was putting it all together. And I didn't find out Cecil's dad was part owner of Casablanca Records, who launched the Career of Donna Summer, and Parliament was on their label, or Funkadelic, one of the two, because George Clinton split himself up between Parliament and Funkadelic. One of them was on Casablanca. And Kiss was on that label, Joan Jett was on that label, Cameo was on that label, Village People was on that label. And I had no idea that Cecil was related to that type of royalty, that type of business music royalty. I didn't know. He kept it a secret from me. And a lot of people thought, that I got with Cecil because of that. No, he was a guy I met at a meeting that said he'd help me. And then after we would drive up 2.5 hours to the Michael Jackson trial, and we would leave when it was still dark outside. We would leave at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, so that we can get there by 6 because they did a lotto. So I had a fully credentialed press pass because I remember Peter Chapeau. And I remember when I got up there and they were like, who are you with? I was like, oh, wow. I said, well, I have a show called Tree Talk. And he said, when does it come on? I said, Monday through Friday. He said, available to how many people? I said, about 330 households. He said, and it comes on Monday through Friday as a talk show? And I said, yes, we're here to cover it. And he said, can I verify it? And my purse is a mess. I swear my purse weighs 10 pounds, right? It's like a let's make a deal purse, right? Everything's in it, right? So, I was like, oh Lord, I'm gonna have to sit down and figure it out. And I swear it was like God. The card was right there, just like, bam. So I handed a card to my account executive, and he verified that we had a show, and I was credentialed in a Michael Jackson trial. Can you believe that? And to find out later during editing with Gumbo, and Gumbo is working with me on this project. Gumbo came by way of, I think, Raffles. You guys know Raffles. I think Raffles. I, it was Raffles because I know Raffles came with me one time, and and Gumbo does the sound, and and this other guy. and Geraldine Hughes. I think I met some guy when Geraldine Hughes was doing a speech, and that's in the behind the scenes of the Michael Jackson trial. And I met this other guy, and then we all ended up at Gumbo's, and Gumbo did the sound, and wow. Okay. So I hadn't talked to Gumbo in years, and him and I had a great working relationship. Even though I didn't have any money, I found a way to pay him. God found a way to give me whatever I needed to pay Gumbo. And I paid him, right? And so we had a good relationship. So within, every about a year and a half, I would see Gumbo on Instagram. And I would say, hey, what's up? I ain't seen you in a long time. How are you doing? And and we would, chit chat. How's the kids? How's your wife? Are you still living there? You still got the studio. It's Nassau Studio. And and it was weird because I remember soon after the death announcement with Kai Chase, she kept talking about how she made Michael Gumbo. I don't know if that's connected, but my mind would go, it's kind of weird. Okay. But anyway, I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so then I had to wrote the screenplay, you guys know. I wrote the screenplay and called Price of Fame at first. And I took out a part of it and I did a reading of it. And I want now, okay, I think I can make a movie. I think I can make a movie. I think I want to make a movie out of this. So I started manifesting it in my head. I started visualizing it in my head that I can make a movie, right? And so then Gumbo just popped up on my timeline on Instagram or something. So I decided I'm gonna call Gumbo. I'm gonna call him. See how he's doing. I'm gonna call. So I talked to him and I said, Gumbo, I want to make a movie. And he's like, yeah, how much you got? I said, I don't know. But I found a way. I found a way. I found a way. And it wasn't cheap, you guys. It wasn't cheap. I am rolling the dice on this, okay? A lot of fans are like, oh, you're just in it for the money. I have spent more money than I have made, okay? Spent more money than I have made because you got to remember, I haven't broke through. It's just us. The little family. It's just us. It's not worldwide. It's not, the world knows about it, So I'm pretty much like selling DVDs one at a time. And I literally put these DVDs in an envelope and I address the envelope and I go to the post office and I put the free butterfly in there or the free wink at the time and I mail them. So I am everything. I'm the accountant. I'm shipping and receiving. I am the writer, the director, the producer. Me and Cecil works a regular job, so I have to do everything. And so all this about, oh, you're just after it for the money. I haven't made the money. Of course, I want to be a successful company. Why would anybody not want to be successful? And people say you just have to for the money, as if it doesn't cost money to have a roof over your head. It doesn't cost money to eat. It doesn't cost money to have a clean drink of water. It doesn't have money to have clothes. Come on. I'm a small little company. So you guys, when you hear those haters, can you guys help me? Can you help me? Can you help me out? With some of the hating. Can you help me? So anyway, so Gumbo said, "Well, we just finished a show that's on this channel called Monogamy." And I watched it. He said, "I want you to watch it." So I signed up and I paid, I think it's $4 a month or something. And I watched the show Monogamy. And he said, "I can. How about the director of it, Craig Ross?" And I was like, "Yeah, can you hook me up with a meeting with Craig Ross?" And he said, "Yeah, I can hook you up with a meeting." And then I met with Craig Ross. He said, "How much do you have?" And I said, "I think I can squeeze out this much money. I think. And he just kind of held my hand. And we did it. We did it. So you got to believe. So now I'm going to have a movie. And it's a full 205-page screenplay. But I have found a way to make it into a full serial. So where it could just go on and on and on and on and on. And I don't want to tell you guys my idea just yet, but I'm really excited. Okay, guys, that's me rambling on and on. So at least now when people say, how do you get involved in Michael Jackson? At least I can give them the link to this. Okay, so let's see. MJ's calling now. I'm wondering if the actors of your screenplay believe in what they are. Oh, yeah, you asked me that. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Stephanie. I forgot to mention it last time. Oh, it's my son. Let me tell him I'll call him back. Hey, Khalil. It's good. Can I call you back, honey? I'm on live right now. Okay, I'll call you right back. Bye. That's my son. He did all the guitar for like 2 and a month. Isn't he great? Okay, so the people, yeah. The reason why I wanted to change and not have the character's name Michael Jackson or have the character named Dr. Conrad Murray, I changed it to Jack London. I know I said Jack Gordon in the last, but that was Latoya's ex. Jack London and Dr. Earl Carter. So for you advanced hoaxsters or believers, you know where I got the name Dr. Earl Carter from, and Jack London. And because when we talk about Michael Jackson, it's not about the movie anymore. It's about everybody's opinion about Michael Jackson, right? Everybody wanted to, psychoanalyze Michael Jackson, want to give their opinion of Michael Jackson. So now you got a whole conversation outside of what your goal is. And you say Michael Jackson faked his death, and to most people it seems ludicrous and ridiculous. So now when people tell me I'm crazy or I'm ludicrous, or I'm like, did you kill him? You seem so sure he's dead. Did you kill him? No, you didn't. So you don't know he's dead. Did you do a DNA on that body? No, you did not. Okay. All right. And the pictures are photoshopped. The death photos, the ambulance photo, I show you where that was photoshopped from. The hospital photo, I show you, which is great because it has this black ear that's like plopped on because the original photo, his hair was in the way. So they plopped on this black ear. It's just so hilarious. It's so ridiculous. And then the autopsy photo where you can tell it's fake because the neck is real thin. And then this mark is real important right here. That mark is real important. Is a clue to tell you about the body, right? So now when people say, so you guys, I'm arming you with stuff. So when they say we're crazy, we're delusional, you ask them, did you kill Michael Jackson? Well, no. Did you take a DNA of that body? Well, no. Well, then you don't know he's dead, okay? You are listening to what happened and in the trial with alleged victim and alleged date, okay? And then the Catherine trial where Catherine says she has no proof Dr. Murray was in jail, okay? And when AEG Live refused to stipulate that Michael Jackson was even dead for 8 days, then they did it on a name issue. I'm going to have to buy that exact transcript because I'm tired of kind of having that having their murkiness. So I'm going to have to buy that part of the transcript, okay? And and transcripts are expensive, my God. So if anybody got the transcripts I think it was the preliminary, the day before it started, where anyway, the opening parts of the Catherine versus AEG live trial, please give me the link. I'll find it, okay? Because there's a lot of other gems in there too. As far as Debbie Rowe, her testimony, she told on herself. Oh my God, she told on herself about how they addicted Michael Jackson to drugs on purpose. Her, Dr. Klein, and Dr. Hoffman. Not good. I mean, that is one of the cruelest things you could ever do is purposely addict someone to very powerful, powerful drugs. And Debbie said that she watched it, but you didn't report it. You kept working for Dr. Klein. You were a part of it, Debbie. You know you were. And then how she begged. She said this. She begged to give Michael kids. Michael said no at first. And I wonder what changed his mind after 2 weeks because she was the drug runner. She was the one that was going to give him the drugs that they addicted him to. This is some cold-blooded stuff. And it's some cold-blooded stuff, when you know the truth, when you sit and you go to courtrooms and you hear their own testimony. It's some cold-blooded stuff. It's some cold-blooded stuff. God, that's some cold. I cried in that courtroom when I heard her say they addicted him to drugs because Michael never wanted to be a drug addict. Never. He was too good. He was too clean cut. And they purposely addicted him to drugs right after he had the cosmetic surgery on his scalp. It's some cold-blooded stuff. Anyway, let's move on. I'm going to read some more comments. So, did they believe me? Okay, I ended up having a lot of powwows with the crew, and yeah, they did. They did after I explained to them how no name on the grave, and the coroner lied about how he identified the body with a non-existent driver's license. It's just ridiculous. And Forrest Lawn won't admit he's very fair. Then people are like, of course it's secret. Well, it's secret. He's dead, so you prove it, right? Well, the secret is that he's not dead. People are like, yeah, the dead. Oh, the dead don't have rights. Okay, now they have a right to privacy if it's going to affect the living people, but they don't, and they have a right to privacy on their medical records, but they don't have a right to privacy. The dead loses their right to privacy. Okay, so if the world believes Michael Jackson is buried there, what is the point of saying he's not? Unless he's not, right? Right? Unless he's not. Okay. So there's no Michael's dead, but let's keep all the proof secret that he's dead. I mean, it's just it's absurd. It's ludicrous. Okay. Means have you told them about the hoax? Yes, I did. Do they believe Michael is alive? Yes, they were open to it. How did they react to the story? Very positively, because the part that we filmed was a body double. Okay, how he switched out the body. So at that point, that's why I picked that scene out of the whole 205 pages. That's why I picked those 15 pages to do, because now it opens up people's minds to how it's possible. Hi, Pearl, I really want to believe, but you really proved that you actually thinking with him, talking with him, and he's alive, because it's really important to us. We don't want to have the wrong opinion, as if I don't want to have the wrong opinion. The reason why Alive 3 exists with all that stuff is because of me crying, me saying, do something. I know you can't tell me that you're Michael, so I want you to do something to prove to me that you're Michael. And that's why we got the hot chocolate. And that's why we got Chris Tucker a few days later. And this is like the first week. Within, I think, 11 days, Peter first called me on January 15th, and that ended up being a year-long clue with the rare pearl. So cute. And that's another way that he was proven to me. And he did. I said, do something. I know you can't tell me that you're Michael, so I want you to do something. So it's like a wink, wink, nod, nod. So he liked those things because I think he played those kind of games with Joe. He didn't call Joe and say, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. He would do things that so Joe would find out. And it became kind of a game, and that's why Joe called himself the Hawk, because he said he sees everything. You see, he sees everything. So it was just kind of like what he does, and he says he always wants to see who's paying attention, you know. So then we had the hot chocolate clue from Chris Tucker, and then we had Justin Bieber singing a cappella, tweet, tweet, rockin' rhyme, tweet, tweet, because it happened on Twitter. And what do? On Twitter? You tweet. And then before that, Jermaine and don't there's no such thing as coincidences. And then Peter had emailed Chris Tucker right before, and so it's this whole thing that you see in Alive 3, and everything that he's done. I had asked for, like when he was at the French Hotel in France, and he's walking around the grounds with the Bing Crosby cart, and he's Pablo Sofergo from Ashes. I bet, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Please tell me where you are. Please, please, please. I need to know. I want to know. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? So then he has Pablo Sofergo from Ashes do that, which is him. He's Pablo. He's Michael in disguise. And then the Black Pearl ship, and then Paris doing the Pirates of the Caribbean. And, it's just all fun things, but you guys don't realize I'm on the phone crying, having him do these things. I'm having him do these things, just like the birthday, December 3rd. And then the Peter Pan play, Bobby Henderson's birthday was supposed to be December 3rd. And then how about when he exposed that he was Bobby Anderson, because he didn't do a mask and do all that not to use it, right? And so with the Bobby Anderson, with the exposing himself as Bobby Anderson, And then him sending me an email from Michael Jackson at michaeljackson.com saying, I know I'm really him. You got to see Alive 3, guys. You got to see Alive 3. And just know I'm behind the scenes on the phone with him, asking him to do these things. And he's figuring out nice, cute little ways to impress and to give me wink winks that it's him, just like the curly, 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 and a rare pearl and January 15th. It's just so much fun. And I didn't put everything in there because it was already 105 minutes. Okay. So I don't want anybody to get, and hey, if you don't want to believe, just don't and just move on. Okay. Because I'm doing everything that I can. I'm doing all that I can. Gee whiz, golly. Thank you for believing me, Crystal. You're the best. Okay, did you know if you ask Alexa's Michael alive? She says, yes, he's alive. He's 59 years old and lives in Las Vegas and Encino, California. Wow. So it says Las Vegas. Okay, it says Las Vegas now. Oh, where am I? Oh, there you go. Hi, Pearl. Yeah, Ruby's going to make one more appearance. Yeah, I'm a good grandmother. She's here playing her video game and she's getting hot. We're going to leave. We're going to go see Uncle and Great Grandpa. We're going to go see Great Grandpa, my father. We're going to go see them today. Hi, Pearl. Guess what I got? The Michael album today. Wink, wink. Oh, my God. And all the clues on the Michael album. Oh, another clue. Okay. Prince had promoted Oz the Great and Powerful, right? So you got to watch Alive 2 and Alive 3 so you can get all those clues that's in the Two Fake Dancing, And remember Mariah Carey? She sung Home, the theme song for Oz the Great and Powerful. Mariah Carey is in love with butterflies. Butterflies. She has this beautiful diamond butterfly ring, and she believes in butterflies. She loves butterflies, and that was another clue, right? That was in it. My mother introduced God to me too, and I love her for that. Yes, I wasn't introduced to God. Yeah, I guess by my mom. Yeah, I went to Catholic school when I was a kid. I went to catechism. I don't think I'm as much Catholic as I am Christian, but Catholicism is a form of Christianity. Do you still have your television show? I have copies of them, but no, I couldn't afford that. You know, keep going. I need to go public with an interview. I trust you. Okay. Twitter trolls, don't you just love them? I think you'll find they're your top fans. Yes, that's what Michael always tells me. Oh, excuse me, Peter. He says your haters are your biggest fans. But sometimes it just takes so much energy to fight them. But when I do engage them, sales do go up. And Michael probably learned that, because even during the 2005 trial, Michael's sales skyrocketed. He was up to selling 20,000 albums a week during the trial. So that's why he says your haters are your biggest fans because they stir controversy and all this other stuff. And sometimes, my heart just doesn't want to be negative, and I don't always want to fight, but I will defend myself. Trust me, I will defend myself if I need to, if I feel like it. Sometimes I think this other person wants to be relevant again because nobody's paying attention. So now she's trying to put me down so she can put herself up. And it's really a sad case of events that she can't do it on her own laurel. She's got to try to bring me down to, there's more room at the top. I don't own the death hoax, but fans like me because I bring them the facts. I don't play around. Oh my God, the first time I joined Pearl Jr., well, welcome, Jackson Gold. I agree. People think because they think we're crazy. Well, you ask them, they say we're crazy. I say, did you kill him? Did you kill Michael Jackson? Well, no. Well, then you don't know he's dead then. Gosh. Well, what about the legs? I watched the trial and I saw some scars on the right leg. He had a real picture. Can you explain? What are you talking about? Legs. You could Photoshop that. Don't you ever see movies where there's makeup? I mean, come on. Come on. Come on. You couldn't figure that out on your own? That you can create scars, you can do makeup. They make monster movies and Gosh, they can do all kinds of stuff with movie magic and with pictures. Um, and plus, you got to remember something. On the autopsy photo, there's a black thing right here. Right there. It's blacked out right here. We know why it's blacked out. But we don't know if those are the original legs to the body, right? We don't know. It's just matched up, right? We don't know. We don't know what's under that black square. We don't know, right? I mean, come on, we got to think. Michael is an entertainer. Michael knows movies. Michael knows masks. Michael knows disguises. Michael knows trickery. Michael hung with the best magicians in the world that will teach him how to deceive, how to make you look over here when you're looking over there. You got to think like Michael. You can't think like yourself. If you think from what's in your wheelhouse, you'll be confused all the time because you don't have what he has in his brain. You haven't walked his moccasins. And it takes years and years and years of study to understand. And I try to always walk in Michael's moccasins, always. Okay. And that's how I can figure out how he thinks. Because I know since he was a kid, it was about entertainment. It was about singing and dancing. And then when fans started pulling on him, there would be a decoy that went that way and he'd go this way so that the fans wouldn't pull his clothes off. There was all kinds of, so as he got more and more famous, deception and mask and disguises became more and more a part of his life. When he went door to door, trying to recruit people for the Jehovah Witness program, he wore a fat suit as a kid, as a teenager. Come on, guys, come on. Think like Michael, okay? Are your cast believers before you cast them? No, I didn't even tell him it's a Michael Jackson production and it had anything to do with Michael Jackson. It was about a pop star who faked his death and he switches out the body. That is the bottom line. That's it. Okay, because you put Michael's name in it and conversations and thoughts go all over the place and just kind of gets in the way, you know, of getting stuff done. I tried to explain to my family of the death hoax. They think I'm crazy. Well, then Kiana, ask them if they killed Michael Jackson. That was a good retort. Do you think he was able to attend Joe Jackson's services? Yeah, I do. I do. He called me soon after, before I even got home. Me and Twiggy were hanging. And the funny thing is, like when he talks to me, his voice is very Michael-ish. Okay, very. And then I said, Twiggy's here. And then all of a sudden he starts going into the, he does the like speech impediment thing. And I think it's something that you put in your mouth, because I was reading, what was his name? One of the guys, Michael Jackson Inc. And Zach O'Malley. I read his book, and he was an actor as a kid, and he was in this movie that I love. It's called Lorenzo's Oil. And he had to play a kid that was being very debilitating. He couldn't talk, he couldn't walk. So he said they put something in his mouth to make his speech slur. So there's all kind of tricks, y'all. And Michael has the money, the resolve, the determination to find the answer and to find the way to do what he wants to do and even throw you off scent. So I always tell people there's a lot of roadblocks. And if you coming in here and you think you're going to skim, oh, Peter, she's Bobby Anderson. As if I didn't know that from the gate from years ago. Okay, from years ago. But I know he used aliases. We know he used aliases. We know he used masks. Okay, ask Peter what happened. If he doesn't want to answer, he won't answer. Don't you think he knows trick questions? Oh, what? Let me do this. At 1:11 too. Okay, I keep the news on all day. So I know what's going on. And Trump is tripping hard. Okay, and even his explanation today, you just want to say, we're not stupid. Stop playing us like we're dummies. Anyway, God, Trump, gee whiz, we need a president. We need another leader. We need someone great. We don't need someone who is just so, it just cares about white people and white people. That's it. Trump is a white supremacist, period. And he'll do things for other races just so that he can use us and to pacify us. But he really doesn't care. When that poor white girl got killed by a neo-Nazi, he said there's good people on both sides. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna read some more. I'm gonna read some more. Okay, let me turn down the volume. Let me put it on mute. Okay. And going with Vladimir Putin and going against his own intelligence agents. I mean, yesterday was such a disaster. Oh, oh my God, dear Lord, bless this country. Dear God, bless the United States of America. Dear God, thank you, God, for blessing us. Thank you, God, for keeping us safe. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Okay, let me get back to Michael. Um, if September 21st, 2010 is important to you, why would it be important to him? And if you know the information and you found out the information, don't you think he could find out the information? Come on, come on, come on. If he doesn't want to answer a question, there's silence on the phone. There's just silence. He's very passive aggressive. He's not rude. He never raises his voice. But if he doesn't want to answer something, he just goes silent. And you're sitting on the phone for 5 or 10 minutes in silence. Okay? Or he'll purposely give you the wrong answer to throw you off because he doesn't want everyone to know. He wants me to know so that he has plausible deniability. Right? He wants me to know. He wants me to know so I can tell you guys. But does he want everybody? Because he said once people realize it's him, they change. The expectation of him changes. So this was before June 25th, 2009. He felt that way. So he damn sure feels that way now. Could you imagine? You know, remind us of the clue about Paris taking a picture outside your brother's practice. Oh my God. Oh, I had a hater. A hater. And she was saying, Prince Harrison, they hate you. And this was a few years ago. And she lied and said Brandon hated me to the point where Brandon had to, send me a message and say, I don't hate you. I don't hate anyone. So thank you, Brandon. And so then Paris, my brother-in-law had an office, Venice Boulevard, Venice Beach in California. It's a very big tourist tourist attraction because it's right there at the beach. It's a famous beach, Venice Beach. And my brother-in-law, my sister's husband, ex-husband now, he had an office that was right on the boulevard of the beach. And in his office was a mural. There's a mural right there in the building of his office. And right at that time, Paris took a picture right in front of that mural. Right? Right? Right at that time. Right at that time. Right at that time. Okay, so there you go. There's the story of that. How are you today? Just got on. Good to see you. Mariah's son Brock had a T-shirt with MJ on yesterday. Something about butterflies. Did you see it on Instagram? So, you got to send it to me because Mariah, her trademark is butterflies. Okay, and that's why. And Michael loved butterflies because it means a new beginning. It's a metamorphosis, like he's changing into a new beginning, and that's why he had Marsha Ambrosius help him sing Butterflies because she wrote the song. And then I took a picture with her and I went and saw her singing it. Oh, Michael. Okay. I love your shirt and we are here for you. Love you. Thank you so much. Pearl, she is with you because she is stating that the scar on the leg isn't there in the picture. She is stating, hi, Ruby. It's okay. You ready to leave? You ready to go? Okay, I'm getting ready to get off. I know I've been on here almost an hour. And you've been such a good girl. You've been sweating? Okay, I know. Nana is cheap with the air conditioning. Okay, so we're getting ready to leave. We probably need some water too. Okay, I'm getting ready to say goodbye. I'm going to read the last few comments and then we're going to go. Okay, let's see. You want to sit on my lap? Okay, sweetheart. Why don't you smile? Say hi, fans. You got to say hi, fans. Say hi, fans. Okay. She is stating that it isn't Michael in the autopsy photograph. May not be, but there is a light spot on the cap. There is a light spot on the cap. I wasn't meant that, but okay. How's editing going? I'm waiting to get my editor's cut. They said the end of the month. I spoke to MJ twice. First time before his dad died, a few times after. You know, I always encouraged him to talk to the fans. I always encouraged him, not like other people who discouraged him. I always encouraged him to do that. Michael for president, but I can't wait. Oh my God, the cereal is so good. Remind us of the clue. Okay, I got that one. I got that one. She didn't make any difference. You should like someone for the person they are, and as in MJ. No, yeah, of course you should. Paris was asked on Instagram if her dad was alive. She responded, "Why do you guys keep asking me that? It doesn't matter." Words are so cheap, but I did see that. You know, we keep asking because we know it's true, but why do you keep asking her? She's left goo gobs of clues. If you watch the Alive trilogy, she's been the most active of the three. Beachy's not active at all. I haven't found not one clue that Beachy has done. I'm sweating now. Okay. You're sweating too, sweetheart. I'm gonna turn on the air. Oh, we get that feels better. Oh, I'm sorry, Nana. I'm sorry. I'm Nana. Sorry, man. I love you so much. Okay. Bye, Ruby. Nanima. Okay, let's see. That would be a lighter scar if it was a significant injury. Well, it was supposed to be a significant injury because it was a spider bite, remember? And it was ugly, ooh, you know. And then and then the vitiligo. And you guys got to remember, if Michael stopped putting lightning cream on the dark spots would be dark. And I'm sure he's not keeping up with that because he's not, you know, going out as himself. He doesn't need to perform on stage. So he's probably not keeping up. He's probably only keeping up with it on his hands and on his face. And then eventually they all go away, you know, but there's a cure for vitiligo. So what if Michael came back and he was his natural color? Oh my God. Now that would shock the world, wouldn't it? Okay, what's your favorite MJ song? My favorite MJ song is Call on Me. That's one of them. I have several, but Call on Me. It's a Michael Jackson song when he was a teenager, and it's so relevant, you know, because he went away and it says, I know you had to do it. I know you had to go away. But if you ever get lonely, just call on me. That's why I love the song. Just call on me. And then one day you call. Okay. Hello from the UK, Pearl. Think you're doing a great job. Keep up the great work. Okay, thank you. And oh, Ruby done took off her shirt. She's that hot. Here, sweetheart. I do have air conditioning, but I am cheap. But the one thing I hate is a high electric bill. I can't stand that. And I can take some heat. I can take the heat. But Ruby's right. It's getting to that point. And Ruby lives near the beach, so it's cool near the beach. Okay, guys. I gotta go now. I've been on an hour. And I love you guys. And don't forget, please, order this. If you don't have it, order it. I promise you won't be disappointed. 5-star ratings. It's a live trilogy of Michael Jackson documentaries. It's my documentaries. Yes, 5-star ratings on Amazon. Watch a hater try to do something, but they gotta buy one first. Okay. So anyway, guys, I love your shirt. See you soon. What now? What? No, what's on the thing, honey? Oh, your ponytails. Yes, Ruby's little ponytail. They're just ballies. Okay, so I will, yeah, and donate. Please donate, guys. Please, please. This is going to break me. Oh my God, I'm rolling the dice. It's really scary because I paid real money. Can't get an award-winning director for free. Can't get actors for free. You know, and I think it was a union shoot. I'm not sure. But anyway, guys, I know we had to pay overtime. Okay. So anyway, guys, I love you. Yes, believe. And we